everyone, it's me, Krista. Welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If not, welcome for the very first time to my little art corner here on YouTube. Today we are going to be drawing a flower using colored pencils. I am using a reference photo by Bridget from pmpart.com. This website has a bunch of royalty-free photos and they are great for using for references. And this is just going to be part 1 of 2 because this colored pencil drawing is taking a little bit longer than I expected. They always do. I do a lot of layers, but it's been good. Whenever I'm stressed out or sad or just don't know what to draw or paint, flowers are always a nice, happy source of inspiration. Now for the drawing itself, I started by laying down lines for guidance using a ruler, and then I drew some circles out, and I did that using a pastel pencil. That pencil is a General's pastel chalk pencil in light flesh. I like using pastel pencils to do sketches with, specifically for colored pencil, because the colored pencil goes over it really easily. It erases really easily and it doesn't dull down the colors or mess with it nearly as much as a graphite pencil can. I also use that pastel pencil to get the sketches for the different petals of this here flower. I then start pulling in a bunch of different colored pencils from a couple of different brands. They are mostly Prismacolor ones. I have yellows, oranges, reds, some greens, some blues, a little bit of everything. I will leave a list in the description of the different colors and brands that are being used for this single project. I start off with a very light hand and gradually increase pressure as I build up layers. You do not want to start off layering with a heavy hand. It burnishes it way too quickly and makes it much harder to layer, and it'll make your image look flatter overall. As for shading, I'm pulling in a bunch of different colors, which I've already said. Most of this flower is yellow, orange, and red, but I am pulling in green, specifically Kelp green by Prismacolor, to do the mid-tone shading on the yellow parts of the flower. For the darker sections we have going on, I'm pulling in violet blue and dark green from Prismacolor, and I'm also pulling in dark indigo from Faber-Castell Polychromos. And to deepen up some of those sections even more, I'm very sparingly pulling in a little bit of black from Faber-Castell. I also pull in a darker red and some orange to go over all of those colors as well, to help neutralize them and warm them up a little bit. Specifically in the black areas, I want to make sure that I get some reddish hues so it doesn't look quite as flat. So far, I'm pulling in 4 different reds. One is Crimson Red by Prismacolor. Another is Magenta through Prismacolor. There is a Faber-Castell Red that does not have a color name. And I'm also pulling in a Caran Supracolor to Soft in Scarlet. So far, I'm just pulling in 1 orange, and this orange isn't exactly necessary. You can get it with the reds and yellows, but this one is Orange by Prismacolor. Just orange. I am also using 4 different yellows. One is by Caran is also a Supracolor to Soft, and it is Lemon Yellow. That one comes off as more of a neon yellow, so any of those super bright areas of yellow, I am using that over the other yellows in order to brighten them up a little bit, but I am doing it sparingly as well, otherwise the whole thing will look a little too neon. I'm also using Canary Yellow and Sunburst Yellow through Prismacolor. I think one is actually supposed to be a watercolor pencil. Oops, it's getting used here. And the final yellow that has been pulled in thus far as of this video is Yolk Yellow, which is by Tombow and is one of their Irogiten pencils. Some of the petals are a much paler yellow and they don't have quite as much red or orange in them. And for the shading on those baby ones, I did start pulling in a Jade green from Prismacolor. The whole thing is, I'm listing these all off to let you know how many different colors I'm actually using, because if you just flat out look at what's there so far, you might not necessarily realize all of these different colors that are being layered going in. And I am using a white colored pencil. I'm not going to be pulling in a white gel pen for this guy. And this is a Luminance pencil in Caran just one of the white ones. This is the most pigmented white colored pencil I have found thus far. And it works really well for lightening up colors previously put down and pulling some white back into the drawing. For the most part, the shading I'm doing is following the shapes of the actual petals themselves, and I'm adding in lines to help insinuate the little folds that each petal has. I do go the opposite way occasionally while shading to help smooth out some of the shading that I have going on. Overall, I'm just taking my time and trying not to go too fast and just following the lines that we got going on with the flower already. I've got plenty of time right now. I might as well take as much time as I need to get this looking the way I want it to. And for blending on this one, I am literally just using the colored pencils to blend each other out. I am not playing around with odorless mineral spirits on this one, mostly because this is just some Strathmore Bristol board. It's one of the little 4x4 tiles that came in March's sketch box. The smooth paper works really well for colored pencil and marker drawings in general. Another method would be to use odorless mineral spirits on some watercolor paper, some nice thick watercolor paper that can handle it. And if you are using odorless mineral spirits, you want to make sure you get a lot of layers in and then smooth it out with just a little bit of that stuff added on. And there's a little chunk in the background that I'm making very dark, and I did that by using the darker blues, greens, and pulling in some reds and a tiny bit of black. It's not just flat black, regardless of how it might look on camera or in person. I really enjoyed doing this project. It calmed my mind down a lot. Just something about the super bright colors and then the amount of layering and time that I had to put in using colored pencils. It's almost like a meditation of sorts. Also, with everything going on in the world currently, I just wanted to put out something pretty, or at least something I found pretty. And bright colors like this always make me happy. I hope it makes you guys happy too. But this part of the drawing, and therefore the video, is almost over. If you liked this video, please hit that like button. If you have any comments, questions, feelings, or concerns, please let me know in that comment section down below. I look forward to hearing from you guys. If you want to see more videos like this, please feel free to subscribe. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day or night to watch this video. I greatly appreciate it. I look forward to hearing from you guys soon, and you'll definitely be hearing from me soon. Bye, everybody!